Carter, Magic, David, what's up, what's up? How's everybody doing? Fishing girl, what's up, what's up? What's everybody up to? Oh, missed that one. That's starting strong. Nice. Jeez. That was bad. There we go. A little better. We're in there. Heck yeah, I get it. I'm not doing anything besides chugging Dr. Pepper. Heck yeah. David, it's raining here pretty good too. I'm dying out here. There we go. It's a little more where I like them. All right, let's try the block. Oh, good. Nocturnals. Working great as always. Oh, that's touching the other arrow. That's good. Definitely what you want to do. I'm doing okay. I'm doing all right. I worked from home for like the first half of the day. Then I went into the office, and by office, I mean I went out and stood out in the rain. Just a little low. Just a tad bit low. I don't know how I feel about it, David. It was slapping my wrist pretty good, but I read online, or some people recommended on the Archery page, just bend my elbow a little bit. And since I started doing that, I haven't been slapping my wrist or anything, so it's not bad. I'm still getting used to it though. It's hard to beat the recurves, so in my opinion. The other two go off real easy. This one I cannot seem to get to want to work properly. It's just not, might be stuck now. I mean, for $12 for a 6-pack of Knox, it is what it is, but that doesn't make me happy. I will say, I'd much rather have one that stays lit than one that turns off after you shoot the biggest buck of your life. Would have taken me 10 minutes to find the buck last Friday, but instead took us an hour. A talented man. Sounds like a good night. Whoops, whoops, whoops. Yeah, I'm kind of with you, David, but I don't know. It's just kind of hard to beat like how quiet the longbow is. And I know you told me to look up the hybrids, so. high there. That, that arrow is just shooting high though, because it's not quite as heavy. Yeah, cowboy, me too, man. I'm not gonna lie, for a minute there, I was like, I've been throwing up like all night, and I sat there and like I'd just gotten done puking, and then I picked my head up and I was like seeing stars. My hands and feet were tingling. I'm like, wow, I'm about to pass out. And that was the moment right there where I was like, man, that's not good. So I kind of didn't even have the energy to yell for my wife. She was upstairs with the kid. So I just kind of like banged on the bathroom wall to kind of get her attention. And she knew I was not doing good. So then she came downstairs and she helped me get to the car, and we went to the hospital. Nah, they didn't say what was wrong. There's a stomach bug going around right now, but I really think I got food poisoning, because I've had the stomach bug before and that was like nothing like that. Yeah, David, I'm kind of with you too, man. Like they are super smooth. I love the Samick Sage as far as my hunting bow goes. This one I need to get a new string on and put some silencers on it, but what are some good things about recurves? You're thinking about getting one? Well, I can tell you that I've learned more about hunting in this last year than I have in the 2 years prior to that. I can tell you when I pick up the compound now, it's a lot easier for me to just drain shots at 40 and 50 yards because my form is so much better. Everything about them makes you a better hunter. That being said, mechanically, they are not better than a compound or crossbow. Erie, what's up, what's up? That's where we want to be. Right about there. Erie, David was asking about how I like the grip on this thing, because it's a straight grip, pretty traditional longbow grip. You got the same bow. Why don't you tell us in the chat what you think of it? Hopefully I didn't lead you astray when I was telling you to get one. Yeah, I mean, the speed, like I would probably argue that my Samick Sage, which is, 6 pounds less than this one, is probably faster. So I don't know. But this is definitely a lot quieter. Yeah, Erie, you're not wrong. I've thought about just taking the leather off. And I don't know, you can see mine. I did take it off and I reversed it because I like this side a little better as far as my hand goes. That was high too. To be fair, I'm shooting like different weight arrows and I really shouldn't be doing that. David, you are 100% correct. Tony, what's up, what's up? Cortez, nothing wrong with crossbows, dude. Nothing wrong with them. Compound archer looking to get into traditional, yes. It doesn't matter what bow you get. I would say get a cheap bow. All these bows here cost less than $130 each. And they all shoot great. I've killed 5 deer with traditional archery equipment this year. My biggest piece of advice is spend less on your bow, get a whole plethora of different spine arrows. You know, if you're looking in hunting weight, you probably need to get 600 to 400 spine arrows, maybe 340 depending on how much weight you're drawing. But don't over bow yourself. Start with a really light pound bow, like 25 or 30 pounds. And then learn how to bare shaft tune your arrows. It's gonna make a world of difference and you're gonna see better results starting off. Heck of a group though. Yeah, David, I would agree with you to an extent. But like these Easton Legacies are not terribly expensive. I can tell you that my compound arrows are significantly more expensive. Alice, what's up? What's up? How are you doing? So that's one that's not going to turn off. I don't know, for me, it's like all about perspective because I've spent significantly less on all 3 of these bows and arrows that I've bought, plus everything else for traditional archery than I spent on just my bare compound bow. Like just the bare bow. Not like literally like a bare archery bow, but like just the bow itself. I don't know why I felt the need to specify like that, but you know. So, and these bows, they will force you to get good at getting close to deer. I'd never had too much of an issue with it, but now it's like, it's the decision of like one tree over in either direction is the difference between you coming out with a deer and you not having a shot at a deer, so. I don't know, just one of those things. And I will say, like, I think the buck I shot on Friday with the longbow, like, it didn't react to the sound. It reacted to the sight of the arrow. So, like, that's one of the reasons I really like the longbow over the recurve. Whereas, like, on the recurve, on the videos, when I slow it down frame by frame, I can see as soon as they hear the string, they start ducking. So, how much was the bow? All 3 of the bows I have here were under $140. I can tell you the longbow is probably one of the best, I don't know, like best deals out there. It comes with a really nice B55 Flemish twist string, so you don't have to upgrade the string on it. So for 140 bucks, you get the bow, you get the silencers, you get the good bow string, and you get a case for it, you get a glove, and you get arrows. So I really think that's kind of a hard deal to beat. But if you're looking to get a recurve, the Samick Sage or the Black Hunter is probably where it's at. Jason, so I've got different arrows here. This one is about 650 grains, but for my for my recurve, I have some arrows that go up to 730 grains. Just depends on what bow I'm shooting. There we go. Yeah, I really believe in, especially with like slower bows like this, but even for my compound, like I'm running 580 grain arrows. I like a heavy arrow setup. They carry momentum more so than a lighter, faster setup. I think that's the way to go if you're gonna hunt, but that's just my opinion. And that's just my experience. So, you know, everybody's gonna have their own. Is that a compound bow? No, these are all, so this one specifically is a recurve. You can tell by the limbs how they curve back towards the riser. And then the other one I have will come off straight. That's a longbow. You're thinking of starting a YouTube channel. Any tips? Well, Carter, yeah. Number one is find something that kind of separates you from other people, right? If you're a deer hunter and you're not killing, 3 or 4 deer a year, it might not be the best idea for you to start a hunting YouTube. Just because I feel like at that point it's kind of white noise. There's a lot of people out there doing it. And this is one of the reasons that I'm doing the traditional archery, is because it kind of separates us from other people, because there's a million people out there making compound content, Thanks, waterfowl. So number one is like start something that kind of separates you from other people. Number two is be genuine with whatever you do. It's very easy to lie with your YouTube videos and kind of make stuff up because people don't always get to see everything. Just be genuine. I think that's one of the reasons a lot of people like me and Tony, we go live all the time. We talk the talk before the season. We're like, yeah, we're each gonna shoot, 5+ deer. We're gonna go in, we're gonna get after it with the trad bows. We're gonna do all this stuff. And then we actually did it, so I think just be genuine. Don't promise stuff you can't do. And yeah, that's about that. So number three, I wouldn't worry about the money. I can tell you, Tony and I are monetized, and we do not bring in that much money every month. Most of what we get are from donations on the lives. So, do it because you like doing it and because you want to produce something that's different. Like maybe you want to help people, maybe you want to show people a different side of something. Like do it for that too. Thanks, Ty. I appreciate it, man. Number three is you got to be, I think I'm on number 4 actually. Number 4, you got to be like ultra consistent. There's a reason I make the effort to go live every night and connect with people and meet new people. The YouTube algorithm, when you are consistent, is going to feed you to more people. All 3 in the diamond, I'll take that. Smiles, I appreciate it. Did we shoot the tire? Yeah, Sean, we did shoot the tire on a live. It was on purpose. It wasn't accidental. Waterfowl, it's all good, man. Like I said, we don't hate on anybody on this channel. Our whole goal is to encourage people to get out and enjoy the outdoors and stop some of the nonsense that goes on in the hunting community where we're hating on other people. Have we gotten rid of all compound stuff? No, my compound's been sitting out in the garage for the last 3 months now. So I still have it, but it is what it is. Jason, I appreciate it. I don't think I'm more accurate than most people. I can tell you, we did a live with Bill and Ron from Bowmat Outdoors, and we did a shooting challenge out to 40 yards, recurves versus compounds, and we kept up with them. They beat us ultimately, but we weren't far off. Yeah, that arrow hits like 8 inches high. Carter, I think you meant to say sub. And yeah, we will absolutely, and this is the other thing, build a community. Tony and I are more than happy to try and help out anybody else any way we can. So if you wanted to do a live with us to get some publicity, if there's, we'll give you shout outs constantly in the chat. We'll give you advice, like anything we can do, we try to help everybody out. So waterfowl, I'm not sure. I think there's a typo there. It's just silly. Like everyone's after a 200-inch buck. Like, and a 200-inch buck isn't even that special anymore because there's how many hundreds of people who've done it. Like, you go to Missouri or Kansas, you buy 1,000 acres of land and you go kill big deer. Like, it is what it is. Is it hard to sit over a feeder and shoot a 200-inch buck? I don't think so. I think it's much harder to kill a deer in one of the most hunter-dense states in the country and then find a 4.5 or 5.5-year-old buck and then harvest that animal. Ty, I'm team heavy arrow all the way. Heather, what's up? What's up? Welcome back. I can tell you guys right now, I am by no means a good target shooter either. I am way better at taking a shot when it comes to making it on an animal because I take my time so much more and I'm so much more like particular about when I release. It's not even funny, so. Michigan, I don't know if I'd say it has to be 100% nocturnal. Like they probably get sloppy during the rut. But then the other seasons, like there's a very good chance that they don't move until 10 minutes before dark. And I can tell you Pennsylvania is the exact same way. 10 minutes before legal shooting time's up is when these animals move. They didn't get that old by being stupid. And that's just the way it is. And to be within 10 minutes of where that animal's moving, you'd best be, set up within 70 yards where that animal's bedded. Ty, we are in Pennsylvania, central Pennsylvania. There you go, Carter. We will absolutely subscribe and help out any way we can. Heather, every time. If I could Robin Hood it, I would do it. And like the last group I shot with a black hunter was in those diamonds. Like 3 shots were in the diamond, but that's still not a Robin Hood. I did just get some more of these 5mm Easton Legacies in too. I'm excited for that. I didn't get the inserts for them though. They were supposed to come today, but they did not. Waterfowl, I appreciate it. I really do. That's why we do it. Aim small, miss small. Heck yeah, Shad, you were correct. Oh, I pulled that one a little bit. And something as simple as just plucking the string with the recurves is enough to throw your shot off, you know? And that's not by much, that's like an inch. Would that still, you know, kill a deer? Absolutely. But I am a perfectionist and I shouldn't be making those mistakes. So David, on the 340 spine, it's 9.8. And then on the 400 spines, I believe it's like 8.9 or 8.8. Oh, that sounded expensive. Yikes. Any bucks yet? Yeah, I've taken 2 bucks this year so far, waterfowl. I just shot a 4.5-year-old buck last last Friday, actually. It had already shed its antlers, but we have wildlife biologists where we hunt, and you have to bring the deer to them, and they weigh it and they measure the back teeth to figure out how old it was. So 208 pounds, 4.5 years old. So I'm happy with that. And some people are like, why would you take a buck that doesn't have antlers? It's already shed its antlers, you know? And I'm like, well, my goal for the season is I wanted to take a mature buck with the trad bow. So why wouldn't I, you know? And then what I have the hide from it. I'm tanning the hide from it. I'm gonna do a Euro mount, and then I've got the arrow. That's not good, Michigan. We just got some of that down in the southeast corner of Pennsylvania. So I know in the next couple of years, we'll probably see the effects of that. Did I use a bow? Yes, I used my longbow, which is great. This bad boy right here. It was the first time I took it out and I got a shot at a 4.5-year-old buck. So the video is up on the channel if anybody wanted to see it. Ooh, those are touching. And this one's gonna shoot high. Thanks, Gavin, I appreciate that. I appreciate all the great feedback, guys. Yeah, David, like that's what it's about, you know? And like, just because it didn't have antlers, like it was in Pennsylvania. If it had antlers, I couldn't have shot it. So I would have had to sit there and watch a mature buck come by at 22 yards, you know? A little low on that diamond, a little low. Whoops, let's do this. Swap. Michigan, I believe it. And I'll tell you what, I'm scared to see the effects of it in Pennsylvania, especially because southeast Pennsylvania is one of the most heavily deer dense areas in the state. So like it's gonna run through there like wildfire. I know they found like 3 or 4 cases of it this year, and I wouldn't be surprised if by next year it's, you know, well over 100. I'm gonna pluck the string there a little. Yes, I am gonna go back in and look for the sheds for it. I'm gonna bring the doggo with me. Hopefully she can help me, and we'll get after it. So. Where do I hunt? I hunt Pennsylvania mostly, but we hunt Maryland as well, and Tony hunts Virginia, and next year I will be hunting West Virginia as well. I think I owe outside with Shab like 300 bucks or something for that trip. If I don't get it to him soon, he's gonna break my kneecaps, I think. That was far forward. See, you guys would have thought that I would break an arrow, but instead I just punched through the metal chair and got the arrow stuck in it. So that's how that went. Like I said, guys, heavy arrow setups for the win. Backwoods, that's awesome. I found a handful of them, but it's really, like, I'm not looking for them. I've never really gone shed hunting. I really only find them when I'm out in the woods looking for other stuff, you know? But that's okay. Like I said, we'll try and get out there and find it. He wasn't sitting, like, I know up the mountain a little bit, he wasn't sitting in any, like, really dense cover. He's probably just sitting 3/4 of the way up the mountain, or he was sitting 3/4 of the way up the mountain, just on a little, like, oak ridge somewhere looking down, you know? So Carter, you might hate me, but I disagree with doing that. I think you kind of need to find your niche and stay in that. I don't know. Maybe it works for you. I don't want to steer you in the wrong direction. But I think if you do a little research on that, a lot of people are going to tell you to kind of find a little niche and just run with that, you know? Dominate like a small industry and then start to branch out to other stuff. But Dade, what's up? What's up? I don't normally drink this stuff, but after just getting out of the hospital, you know, what was that, 2 nights ago? Was it 2 nights ago? It was 2 nights ago. You know, the doctors told me to hydrate, so I need to make sure I'm drinking water. That was low. I'm shooting all of them low tonight. I'm kind of just getting stuck like down, and I need to bend at the waist more. Hiding from the wife and kids. Yeah, you know, I got a heated garage, so I'm just like, yeah, I'm going out to the garage, and then I disappear. What happened? So I think I got food poisoning, like just real bad. Because I threw up like over 20 times, and it was just bad to the point where I was just like sitting there, you know, like dry heaving and like couldn't keep anything down. Kept trying to like drink like little sips of water, couldn't keep anything down. And then finally, like I just gotten done puking, and I kind of like picked my head up, and like I was seeing stars a little bit. My hands and my feet were tingling, and I'm like, wow, I'm about to pass out. So I kind of just banged on the wall because I didn't even have the energy to shout for the wife. So I banged on the wall. She knew I wasn't feeling good, so she knew something was wrong. And then she quick took me to the hospital. I appreciate that, Alice. There we go. A little better. I'm just more upset because I took off 30 cans of beer. Will do that. No, you know what it was? I had Taco Bell, and then like I had Taco Bell for lunch, and then like 3 hours later, I just started puking my guts out. I really think I got food poisoning from that. But yeah, like I said, the worst part was that was Monday night into Tuesday. I didn't get home until like 5 a.m. on Tuesday morning from the hospital. But I was supposed to go hunting on Tuesday, and then obviously that put a damper on that. Same with tomorrow. I was supposed to be down in Maryland hunting, but I am not doing that now either. Dino, you are not kidding. And I'm coughing a lot now. I wasn't coughing too much before, but those are touching. See, this right here is like a 760 grain arrow because I even got the 300 tip in there. And we're right in the pocket. I don't know if you want to call that the pocket or not, but we're right in there. I don't know about you guys. I like to aim for double lung. I'm not a big heart guy. That went straight through. That's going to be in the target somewhere. Poor man, welcome back. How are you doing? Ooh, I pulled that one really bad right before I released. Just getting sloppy now. I'm tired. I'm still not like fully like 100% better. I'm exhausted, but it is what it is. Shibe, you would know. You've butchered like all of my deer this year. I'm just trying to like be tagged out like you know? You're a legend. I think Tony's going down to Maryland tomorrow, though. Try to hunt ducks and goose with the longbow. So I actually have killed geese with a bow, but it was a compound. Did we break this one? All right. So first failure from the... Oh, that's the one that wasn't working very good to begin with, though. I was going to say, first failure on the cheek knocks there. Which is still better than the nocturnals, unfortunately. The cheap ones are working pretty well. The nocturnals are just the nocturnals. And I will tell you, the nocturnals failed when I shot my buck the other day. Otherwise, it would have taken me all of like 10 minutes to find the buck because we would have saw the glow from it. But instead, it took us like over an hour. So I feel some type of way about him right now. I'm not going to lie to you. There we go. There we go. Starting strong. Alice, heck yeah, I appreciate it. Carter, if you need any help at all, just reach out to us. Shoot us an email. It's paintrainoutdoors@gmail.com. Or the easiest way is probably to reach out to us on Facebook, Pain Train Outdoors. Either way, we'll respond to you within 24 hours, and we will help you any way we can, man. There we go. Now we're shooting decent. Finally warmed up a little bit. So Gavin, I got 3 bows here. I have 2 recurves and a longbow. This one in particular is a black hunter recurve. I also have a Samick Sage, and I have a, a San Lito Royal X8 longbow. Boycott nocturnals. Yeah, that's kind of where I'm at right now. Am I working the rest of the week? Yeah, I do work tomorrow, and then Friday's our Christmas party, so half day on Friday. How about you, Shad? What is Tony up to tonight? I told him to do the live, but he was like, you're crazy. Excuse me, guys. He was like, you're crazy. I'm hunting tomorrow and it's pouring out, so that's all you. I've never accidentally hit the G8. Have we shot the G8 on purpose, though? Shibe, you're off for 2 weeks? Damn. So we're doing like 50% coverage over the next 2 weeks. So I'll have a lot of days off. I'll have a lot of time to go hunting. Back Mountain, what's up, what's up? Alice, I'm not doing that tonight just because I'm sick. I'm limiting myself to 1 beer, and then I'm going to go inside and chug some waters. So you got the supervisor job. Congratulations, Shibe. Heck yeah, man. I'm proud of you, dude. That's awesome. It's crazy how much quiet it is. Back Mountain, I got some jerky marinating right now. I'm gonna let her sit for like 2 days. I'll stir her up a little bit tomorrow and then go from there. No, we don't get red deer. We get whitetail deer out here. Thought I had Gatorade. I mean, I do have water, but I'm gonna drink actual water from the tap though. All right, let's focus. Let's get a couple good shots here. I'm left. How did I know I was gonna pull that left? I can't even, I'm tired. I can't even shoot the longbow at this point. Just turned water into wine. Amen, David. Close, we're close, we're close, we're close. Shibe, I saw, man, I saw. Back Mountain, so I don't know why. Like I really like my jerky like super flavorful. So I normally marinate for like 48 hours. Some people don't like that, but it is what it is. Best part is they don't have to eat my venison jerky. Whew, that arrow shoots fast. You can tell how much lighter it is just by how fast it shot. Okay, and now we're back to not wanting to turn off. Cool. Vintac, are those red stag or do you guys call them red deer? Are they the same thing or are they something different? Alice, we do owe you some jerky. I know I said that already, but we definitely do. You're gonna have to remind me here. All right, let's get a couple more good shots with the longbow. Okay, I wasn't sure. I just wanted to make sure because we call them, in the States, we call them red stag. That's awesome. That's like one of my dream hunts though. A little low for my liking. New Zealand also has some very big brown trout. I would love to go out there for hunting and fly fishing. That's a little better. That's gonna be a long shot. Let me do this. I don't know if I can shoot the longbow anymore. I'm getting tired. Probably just the black hunter now. And that's why I bought a practice bow. Bye, David. Thanks for hopping on, man. Always good seeing you. Alice, pheasant is hands down my favorite like game animal to eat. I love pheasant. It's delicious. And like, I can't even say I really like deer that much. I really like deer jerky. I like deer sticks. I like deer bologna. I'll use it for ground. And I really love like venison roasts. But as far as like steaks go, like I never eat venison steaks. I cut up like 15 pounds of backstrap into, it wasn't 15 pounds. It was probably like 10 pounds of backstrap and I cut it all up into jerky. I don't even care. Country girl, my wife made me like a bone broth soup with like some beef in there and stuff to kind of help me feel better. She's a good one. We'll keep her around for a little bit, you know. She also worked a double shift on the day I had to go to the hospital. So she did that, and then she stayed at the hospital until 5 a.m. with me, or we didn't get home until 5. Like 4:20, 4:30 is when I got discharged. So she had a really, really long day, and I can't, say thank you to her enough. Ah, Vintac, I didn't realize you guys had salmon. That's pretty cool. Wild man, what's up, what's up? How are you doing? There we go. I drained that one. All right, guys. Well, I know normally I try to stay on for a little bit over an hour, but tonight I am going to cut it short. Like I said, I'm still not feeling 100%, so I'm going to use that as my excuse tonight. I'm going to cut it a little bit short. I'm going to go inside and rest up a little bit, and then hopefully down in Maryland Friday afternoon or Saturday. So, alrighty, guys. Can't thank you guys enough. The comments were great tonight. Had a lot of really, really good conversation. All my moderators, you guys are the best. Thank you for everything you guys do. And I will check everybody out next time, probably tomorrow. Thanks, Fishing Girl. Later, guys. Thank you.